How often do we stop and truly ask ourselves, what if everything I see, feel, and experience is a reflection of what I believe? What if the reality you're living right now, in this very moment, is not fixed, not unchangeable, but something as fluid as water, shaped entirely by your thoughts, your imagination, and your energy? It's a bold question, isn't it? But let's go even deeper. What if I told you that in just 1 minute, you could learn a method so powerful, so transformative, that with it, you could begin to change your reality instantly? Would you believe me? Or would you dismiss it as impossible? Either way, stay with me, because in this journey, you're about to discover something profound, something ancient, and something that has been hidden in plain sight all along. Let's begin with a truth that mystics, sages, and enlightened beings have been whispering for centuries. Your mind is not just a receiver of reality, it is a creator of reality. Every single thought you have is like a brushstroke, painting the canvas of your life. But here's the part that most people miss. It's not just about thinking, it's about seeing, it's about feeling. It's about harnessing the power of visualization in such a way that your inner world and outer world begin to align perfectly. And the best part, you don't need days, weeks, or months to master this. You don't need to climb a mountain or sit in silence for years. All it takes is 1 minute 60 seconds to begin. But before I teach you the method, let's pause for a moment. Why does visualization work? Why is it that something as simple as imagining a scenario in vivid detail can lead to real, tangible changes in your life? Science actually has an answer for this. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain cannot easily distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you visualize something with enough clarity and emotion, your brain begins to fire the same neurons as if the event were actually happening. Think about that for a second. Your brain doesn't just think you're imagining, it thinks you're experiencing. And because of this, your body begins to respond. Your energy shifts, your actions change, and the universe, which is constantly responding to your energy, begins to rearrange itself to match the vibration you're putting out.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Now, I know this might sound abstract, so let's make it practical. Imagine a time in your life when you were deeply afraid of something. Maybe it was a fear of public speaking, or the fear of failing at something important, or even the fear of being rejected. Do you remember how your body responded? Your heart raced, your palms sweated, your stomach churned. But here's the thing, nothing had actually happened yet. The fear was just in your mind, wasn't it? And yet, it felt so real. That's the power of your thoughts and imagination. They don't just stay in your head, they ripple out, affecting your body, your emotions, and ultimately your reality. So, if negative thoughts and fears can have such a profound impact, imagine what would happen if you flipped the script. Imagine what would happen if, instead of fear, you visualized confidence, success, love, or abundance. Imagine what would happen if you trained your mind to see the life you desire so vividly that it became impossible for reality not to follow. This brings us to the method, the 1-minute technique that can change everything. It's simple, but don't mistake simplicity for lack of power. In fact, its simplicity is what makes it so effective. Here's how it works. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, inhaling slowly through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. With each breath, let go of any tension, any distractions, any doubts. Now, here's the key. Choose one thing you want to manifest or experience. Just one thing. It could be anything, a goal, a feeling, a situation. But whatever you choose, Make sure it's something that truly matters to you, something that lights a fire in your soul. Once you've chosen your focus, begin to visualize it as if it's already happening, not as a wish, not as a hope, but as a reality. See it in vivid detail. If it's a new job you're manifesting, imagine yourself walking into the office, shaking hands with your new colleagues, feeling the excitement of starting a new chapter. If it's love, imagine yourself with your partner, laughing, holding hands, feeling the warmth of their presence. And here's the most important part: don't just see it, feel it. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement, as if it's already yours. Let those emotions flood your entire being. For 60 seconds, immerse yourself completely in this vision. And when the minute is up, release it. Trust that the energy you've created has been set in motion. Now, you might be wondering, can something as simple as this really make a difference? And the answer is yes, but only if you commit to it. You see, visualization is not just about imagining something once and forgetting about it. It's about building a habit, a practice, a way of being. It's about training your mind to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. Because here's the truth: where your attention goes, your energy flows. And where your energy flows, your reality grows. But let me ask you something that might challenge you. When was the last time you truly believed in your own power? Not just in an abstract, motivational way, but in a deep, unshakable way. When was the last time you looked at your life and said, I am the creator of this. I have the power to change this. If you've never felt that way, or if it's been a long time, don't worry. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this. Because deep down, you know there's more to life than what you've been taught. Deep down, you know you're capable of more than what you've experienced so far. And deep down, you're ready to step into your power. So, here's my challenge to you: try this method right now. Don't wait until tomorrow or next week. Don't let doubt or procrastination hold you back. Take 1 minute, just 1 minute, and visualize the life you want. See it, feel it, believe it. And then let it go, trusting that the universe is already working to bring it to you. Now that you've taken that first step, 1 minute, to visualize your desired reality, you might be feeling a mixture of curiosity, hope, and perhaps even doubt. Let's address that doubt immediately. You see, doubt is not the enemy of manifestation. It's simply a sign that your mind is still operating under the rules of the old reality. But here's the secret: your doubt is just a thought, and like all thoughts, it can be transformed. In this part, we're going to go deeper into the mechanics of visualization, unraveling the hidden forces that make it work and exploring how you can amplify its power. By the end, you'll not only understand why visualization is so effective, but you'll also feel a renewed sense of confidence in your ability to shape your reality. Think about this: every single thing in your life right now, your relationships, your career, your health, even the way you feel about yourself, has been influenced by the stories you tell yourself. These stories are the narratives that run on a loop in your subconscious mind, shaping your perception of the world and, consequently, the experiences you attract. For example, if you've always told yourself, I'm not good enough or I can't succeed, those thoughts become the lens through which you see the world. Opportunities might pass you by, not because they aren't there, but because you've trained your mind to filter them out. On the other hand, if you begin to tell yourself, I am capable or I attract success with ease, you start to notice opportunities that align with those beliefs. It's not magic, it's the way your brain is wired. This is where visualization becomes a game changer. When you visualize something with enough clarity and emotion, you're not just imagining a possibility, you're rewriting the narrative in your subconscious mind. You're planting a new story, one that aligns with the reality you want to create. And here's the key: your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined scenario and an actual experience. To your subconscious, they're the same. So when you visualize yourself living your dream, your subconscious begins to accept it as truth. And once your subconscious accepts it, your actions, habits, and even the way you interact with the world begin to change. But let's take this even further. Have you ever heard of the reticular activating system, or RAS? It's a network of neurons in your brain that acts like a filter, deciding what information gets through to your conscious mind. You're bombarded with millions of bits of information every second: sounds, sights, sensations, but your RAS ensures you only notice what's relevant. Here's the fascinating part: your RAS is programmed by your thoughts and beliefs. If you believe the world is full of scarcity, your RAS will filter out opportunities and reinforce that belief. But if you train your mind to focus on abundance, your RAS will start to highlight the people, ideas, and situations that align with that mindset. Visualization is one of the most powerful ways to program your RAS. When you vividly imagine your desired reality, you're telling your brain, "This is what's important to me," and your brain responds by finding ways to make it happen. Now, let's address the emotional component, because this is where many people get stuck. Visualization isn't just about seeing, it's about feeling. Why is this so important? Because emotions are the language of the subconscious mind. You can visualize something 100 times, but if you don't feel the joy, excitement, or gratitude that comes with it, your subconscious won't fully absorb it. Think of it like planting a seed. The visualization is the seed, but the emotion is the water and sunlight that allows it to grow. Without emotion, the seed remains dormant. So, as you visualize, ask yourself, how does this make me feel? What emotions would I experience if this were my reality right now? Immerse yourself in those feelings. Let them flow through every cell of your body. The more vividly you can feel it, the faster you'll begin to see shifts in your external reality. But here's another question, one that might challenge you. What's stopping you from fully believing in this process? Is it skepticism? Fear of failure? A lifetime of conditioning that's taught you to play small? Whatever it is, I want you to know that it's okay. Resistance is natural, especially when you're stepping into a new way of being. But let me share something that might help. Your current reality is not your prison. It's simply the result of past thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And the fact that you're here, listening to this, means you're ready to break free. It means you're ready to step into a new story, one where you are the creator, not the victim. So, if resistance comes up, don't fight it. Acknowledge it, thank it for trying to keep you safe, and then gently release it. Remind yourself, I have the power to choose a new reality. I have the power to create. Now, let's circle back to the 1-minute visualization technique. By now you understand that its power lies not just in the images you create, but in the emotions you generate and the beliefs you reinforce. But here's a tip to take it even deeper: add gratitude. As you visualize, say to yourself, thank you, thank the universe. Thank yourself, thank life already bringing this reality into existence. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can emit, and it acts as a magnet, drawing your desires to you with incredible speed. So as you practice this method, don't just see and feel thank. Gratitude turns your visualization into a declaration, a statement of faith that what you desire is already on its way. At this point, You might be asking yourself, if visualization is so powerful, why doesn't everyone use it to transform their lives? Why do so many people struggle to manifest what they desire, even when they try? The answer lies in the obstacles that often block us from fully stepping into this creative power. In this part, we're going to dive deep into those barriers, the doubts, fears, and inner conflicts that hold us back, and explore how to dissolve them. Because once you understand what's standing in your way, you'll realize that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you from shaping the reality you want. Let's start with the most common obstacle of all, doubt. Doubt is often the first voice that rises when you begin something new. It whispers, "This is too simple to work," or "What if I fail? What if I'm just fooling myself?" But let me ask you something, where does doubt come from? Did you ever stop to really question it? Doubt is not an inherent truth, it's a learned behavior. It's the echo of past experiences, of societal conditioning, of voices that told you to play it safe, to be realistic, to stick to what's proven. And while doubt might feel like it's protecting you, it's actually just a wall you've built to keep yourself from stepping into the unknown. Here's the key: doubt only has power when you believe it. And the best way to disarm it is not to fight it, but to shine a light on it. The next time doubt arises, ask yourself, is this doubt based on truth, or is it based on fear? What evidence do I have that this won't work? You'll often find that your doubt has no real foundation, it's just a habit of thought. And habits can be broken. One way to counteract doubt is to collect evidence for the opposite. Look for stories of people who have transformed their lives through visualization. Remind yourself that the greatest achievements in history started as visions in someone's mind. Even your own life is full of moments where you imagined something before it became real. Use these reminders to strengthen your belief. Another major barrier to visualization is attachment. This might sound counterintuitive, but one of the biggest mistakes people make is holding on too tightly to their desired outcome. They visualize, but instead of trusting the process, they obsess over how and when it will happen. This creates resistance because it comes from a place of lack, of feeling that I don't have this yet, and I need it to feel whole. But here's the truth: the energy of desperation only pushes your desires further away. Why? Because the universe responds to your vibration, and desperation is a signal of fear, not faith. The solution is to practice detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about your goals, it means you trust that they're on their way, even if you don't know exactly how or when they'll arrive. Think of it like planting a seed. Once you've planted it, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you trust that nature will take care of the rest. The same principle applies to visualization. Once you've set your intention and felt the emotions of having it, release it. Trust that the energy you've sent out will return to you in the perfect time and way. Now let's talk about a deeper, often hidden obstacle: limiting beliefs. These are the subconscious programs that tell you what you think you're worthy of, what you're capable of, and what's possible for you. For example, you might visualize abundance, but if you have a deep-seated belief that money is hard to come by, or I don't deserve wealth, that belief will act like a block, preventing your desire from manifesting. Limiting beliefs are like invisible chains. They keep you anchored to your current reality, no matter how much you try to move forward. So how do you break free? The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to the thoughts that arise when you think about your desires. Do you feel resistance? Do thoughts like "that's too good to be true" or "people like me don't get to have that" come up? If so, don't judge yourself. Simply notice these beliefs without attaching to them. Then, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief absolutely true? Where did it come from? And most importantly, is it serving me? You'll often find that these beliefs are nothing more than stories you've adopted from others' stories that no longer serve the version of you that you're becoming. To reprogram these beliefs, use affirmations and visualization together. For example, if you're working on manifesting confidence, visualize yourself walking into a room with your head held high, radiating self-assurance. Then, as you see this image in your mind, repeat an affirmation like, "I am confident, I am worthy, I am enough." Over time, this practice rewires your subconscious, replacing old, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Lastly, let's address one of the most subtle but powerful barriers: impatience. In a world that values instant gratification, it's easy to feel frustrated when your desires don't manifest immediately. But here's something to remember: the universe operates on its own timeline, not yours. Sometimes what feels like a delay is actually preparation. You might need to grow in certain ways, learn certain lessons, or align with certain opportunities before your desire can fully manifest. Trusting this timing is one of the greatest acts of faith you can practice. So, let me ask you, are you willing to trust the process? Are you ready to let go of the doubts, fears, and beliefs that no longer serve you? Are you willing to step into the unknown with faith, knowing that the reality you desire is already on its way? If your answer is yes, then you're already closer than you think. Remember, the universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your energy. And when your energy is aligned with trust, gratitude, and certainty, there's nothing you cannot create. You've made it to the most important part of this journey. You've learned how to visualize, how to feel your desire as if it's already real, and how to overcome the doubts and limiting beliefs that might block your progress. But now, the question is, how do you take all of this and weave it into the fabric of your everyday life? How do you go from practicing visualization as a momentary exercise to living as if your desired reality is unfolding in every moment? This is where the true magic happens, when visualization becomes your way of being. By the end of this final part, you'll understand how to anchor your new reality, magnetize miracles, and live from a state of alignment so powerful that life begins to flow effortlessly in your favor. Let's begin with this truth: you can't just think your way into a new reality. You must become one. Visualization is the spark that ignites the transformation, but your daily thoughts, emotions, and actions are what keep the fire burning. This is why one of the most important steps in anchoring your new reality is to align your behavior with your vision. Ask yourself, who do I need to become to live this life I've envisioned? How would the version of me who already has this think, feel, and act? This is not about pretending or faking it. It's about embodying the energy of your future self here and now. For example, if your vision is to attract abundance, start noticing how you interact with money today. Do you treat it with gratitude, or do you focus on lack and fear? If your vision is to create a loving relationship, ask yourself, am I showing up as the kind of person who attracts and nurtures love? If your vision is to live with confidence, start observing how you carry yourself, even in small moments. The key here is to act as if not out of desperation, but out of trust that your desired reality is already aligning itself with you. But here's where it gets even deeper: your future self is already within you. This is not about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you've always been. That confident, abundant, loving version of you is already there, beneath the layers of fear, doubt, and conditioning. Visualization helps you reconnect with that version of yourself, but the practice of living your vision is what allows it to emerge fully. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools for anchoring your new reality: gratitude. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's an energetic state that tells the universe, I trust you. I trust that everything I desire is already mine. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have, and in doing so, you open the floodgates for more blessings to flow into your life. Start small. Every morning, take a moment to feel grateful not just for the things you already have, but for the things you're manifesting. Thank the universe for your vision as if it's already here. For example, say thank you for the financial freedom I'm experiencing, or thank you for the deep, fulfilling love in my life. Feel the gratitude in your heart and let that energy carry you through your day. And this brings us to a critical point: stay present. One of the biggest mistakes people make when manifesting is becoming overly fixated on the future. While it's important to hold your vision, it's equally important to live fully in the present moment. Why? Because the present is where your power lies. The actions you take, the energy you emit, and the choices you make today are what shape your future. So instead of waiting for your desired reality to appear, start finding joy and alignment in this moment. Ask yourself, what can I do today to bring myself closer to my vision? How can I show up in a way that reflects the person I want to be? When you live fully in the present, you create a magnetic energy that draws your vision closer to you. However, let's address something important. There will be moments of doubt, impatience, and frustration. This is natural. You're human. But when these moments arise, remind yourself that they're temporary. Instead of resisting them, use them as opportunities to strengthen your faith. Say to yourself, even if I can't see it yet, I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Return to your visualization practice. Reconnect with the emotions of having already achieved your desire. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Manifestation is not about perfection, it's about persistence and alignment. To truly anchor your new reality, consistency is key. Visualization isn't something you do once and forget about, it's a practice you return to daily. But here's the beauty of it: the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that you don't even need to close your eyes to visualize. You'll start to see your vision in your mind's eye throughout the day. You'll start to feel the emotions of your future reality as if they're already a part of you. And when that happens, you'll know you've crossed the threshold. You're no longer just imagining your desires, you're living them. So, let me leave you with this final thought: you are the creator of your reality. This is not just a nice idea, it's the truth of who you are. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take is shaping the world around you. You are more powerful than you've ever been taught to believe. And the fact that you're here, listening to this, is proof that you're ready to step into that power. So, take what you've learned, practice it daily, and trust the process. Because the life you've envisioned, the one that feels so far away right now, is already on its way to you. In fact, it's closer than you think. Go forth and live your vision. The miracles are waiting.